I have a segment I typically do with all entrepreneurs and business owners. It's called the Hella Misguided segment, since we're from Berkeley. I ask the same question to each entrepreneur. The question I would like for you both to answer separately is, if you were to write a letter to your 18-year-old self, what would a summary of that letter be? Ladies first. Come on.
I mean,
Points.
just don't care about what other people think. Like, it doesn't matter at all. Just be you, do what you want to do, and just anything happening to you in that moment is so short-lived. Just think about what you want for the future. I just remember I got so bogged down by, I don't know, other people, what they thought of me, opinions.
There's just so many opinions.
Yes,
like,
noise.
White noise. No, it's like black noise, actually. White noise is good.
yeah, just so distracting. And
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, I was kind of gonna say the same thing. I cared so much about what other people thought and stuff, and like almost being comfortable in my own skin for a little bit. It's really about just figuring out who you are, I feel like. So like for me, like I always was embarrassed about like what I said earlier, that I'm dyslexic and stuff, and like now I wear that on my chest. It's yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's but it was almost like looked down on, or like I used to get like teased about it when I was younger. So it's like I kind of wore that for a long time, and it's only in the last few years where I've kind of been like open about it. I tell people that it's like, oh, it is what it is. I suck at spelling. So what? I mean, I'm here now, so.
Facts.
And then like, oh no, I wish I'd traveled a little bit more. I mean, I've traveled plenty, but like I had a few opportunities that I didn't take advantage of, and it's just about taking advantage of every opportunity you have, especially before you have kids. I love my baby girl, but like,
man, right.
I can't do everything I can't do everything I want to. So I wish I'd done a little bit more, but it's like, what does that really look like? Like, I feel like
He'll do it after.
Yeah.
After she's out of the house.
Yeah, give it 16 more years.
Yeah. So to piggyback off of that though, because you guys almost have parallel paths as far as I was gonna do this, and then I switched to this, and then I didn't do that, and then I did this, and now you're here, right? So because of that, and you hear opinions, did you ever worry maybe like within your family, was it your parents, that maybe you were like, oh, you switched careers 3 times? Was that ever like a thought growing up, like after college, like?
Not that,
okay.
Like specifically, because my mom has always been very supportive of what I do, and just wants me to be happy. But I want to say it was about 6 months ago, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna shoot for the stars. I'm gonna, someday I'm gonna be making like $500,000 a year. She scoffed at me.
Your mom?
Yes. And I was like, all right.
You watch this, Chris.
Yeah.
I know where you stand in support of my, dream. So, I sometimes I do feel like I need to believe in myself a little more than other people would.
Opinions, black noise.
Yes.
What about you?
Yes.
I mean, your family's full of entrepreneurs, so.
Yeah, I mean, my mom was always super supportive. Like when I was working in restaurants, I had a point that was maybe 6 months where I worked at 3 different jobs, about 100 hours a week. It was when we were pretty early in our relationship. And
all your dates.
we didn't have time. We didn't have time. I mean, it was, my family was always super supportive. And then I started doing the electrical, and like I was pretty good at it, and like then my mom was like, yeah, come fix my stuff, this is awesome, along with many friends and stuff. And then once we decided to do this, my mom was always like, you always wanted to do your own business, so
that's awesome.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, and then like I said, we're gonna wrap up soon.